Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today is part 2 of our course vlog from Reunion, the Palmer course at the Reunion Golf Club in beautiful Orlando, Florida. It's been an awesome day so far. If you saw part 1, even par on the day, 2 bogeys, 2 birdies, moving right along to the back 9, but a really strong ending to the front 9, which is great to see, and trying to take the momentum into the back. But I appreciate you guys watching today. Hoping to put on a show, back 9, the Palmer course at Reunion. Let's do it. So the 10th hole here at the Palmer course, we're starting it off with a dog dead into the wind. 600 yards away is this flagstick. So we got some, we're gonna need a few golf shots here to try and get a birdie here on the back 9 to start it off. So I'm just gonna go good, smooth driver swing into this wind, try and keep up the left side of this hole. Looks like the best angle. That's a good one. I overdid it a little bit though. I'm not sure if the cameras see that. That's going to be in those left trees up there. And we got some work to be done here, people, on the 10th. Right shot shape, just didn't start on the correct line. Hit hard, so we'll see how through the trees that thing wound up going. Thanks for watching, though, people. 10th hole, part 2 here. Let's do it. So a pull off the tee there at the 10th here to start the round here on part 2 of the vlog. I'm actually wound up right next to this cart path, and you are able to normally take relief off of this. So I would go to the nearest point, no closer to the hole. That I was not standing on the cart path, the cart path wasn't impeding in my swing in any way, but I actually have a really good lie, and I think I'm going to go ahead and just hit it from where it's at. So I'd had a 5-iron out. I think I need a little bit more loft to get up over this tree here in front of us. I got a 7-iron now. I'm just trying to hit just a little draw off the right edge of this tree. Trying to get us back into play. All right, so a little aggressive with my line there, but wound up making it through. So we'll see how it turned out up there. A little bit of a pull with that one, but I'm happy I got a little bit more loft. That was useful. So wound up keeping it in this left tree line. Unfortunately, I didn't knock it back out to the fairway, so still a lot of work to be done. All of 145 left still to this front pin. I think it's at least a 2-club wind into us, though. I have an 8-iron. I'm playing this thing more at 160. Wind is just coming dead into us. So got caught on my back foot a little bit there, but it's still going to be a good swing going right at it. So I did not see that one come down. I'm going right into the sun, but felt good. We'll see if I got the club right. The camera might have got it. We shall see though. Good strike here though on our 3rd at the 10th. So I could not see a thing there. Turns out it wasn't right at the stick. Good distance control, but a good 40 feet or so out to the right of that hole. So out of those right trees, couple of punch shots after a long hole. I'm happy to be all the way up here, which is good. Good look at a birdie too. And we'd be happy with a par here though. It's a long par 5 into the wind. So this should funnel back down to the left. Let's see if I get lucky here one time. Oh, no, not the case. Man, look at this thing go by. Oh, wait, did not see that. Looks like a relatively flat putt to me. Still kind of does, but man, it really ran out there. So once you get it to the green on this hole, that should be the easy part on a 600-yard par 5, but now all of a sudden we got to really focus up here for our par coming back up to the right here a little bit. I'm going to go about a cup outside the left, trying to save our par. Oh, man. So actually right line there and wrong speed. That thing did not have enough speed on it to make it up the hill. Wound up missing a little low. And a 3-putt here at the 10th hole. Like I was saying, over that putt on a 600-yard par 5. Once you get it to the green, hopefully that's the easy part. And we did not take advantage of some lucky breaks with the ball striking here on 10. So a 3-putt bogey to go 1 over par on the day and 1 over par on the back 9 here at part 2 at Reunion. So we have the 3-putt there at the 10th. It's going to take us to 1 over par at the day. It's 1 over par here on the back 9. And we'll try and make that up quick. So we got 439 par 4. Wind has kind of died down here a little bit. If you guys were watching part 1, a lot of wind in part 1 on that front 9. And right now it feels pretty mellow, which is good. So I'm just gonna try and take this up the center of this hole. May favor the right side just a bit. So that one's hit hard. It's going right at that left bunker though. Actually, the breeze just gonna push it, I think, a little bit out to the right. Ooh, and it does. Really, really good kick actually back out to the fairway, and a poke here at the 11th hole, try to make a birdie. So we got a good tee ball there, going up the left side, kind of playing it off that left trap. Wind helped it out a little bit, and got a clean look from the fairway. So 150 to this hole, 148. At least a club wind though into this one. I got an 8 iron. Trying to go for this middle pin here on 11. So going right at that pin, just a little bit right of it. Come on, back off that slope. So trying to keep that thing really low under the wind there. Did it, caught it just a little bit thin, and went up at the back part of the green, but good to see the intended ball flight take place. Thought it would come back off that slope a little bit, it did not. And we're gonna have another tricky look at a 2-putt here. Definitely don't want back-to-back 3-putts to start the back 9, so focus up, get a good 2-putt here for the par. So a little bit thin on that 8 iron here. Would have been a good ball flight for the 9 iron actually, but good to know we got that one in the bag, kept it nice and low under the wind. Probably a groove too low. That was a little bit thin, got a little bit lucky to keep it on this back part of the green, but we shall take it. Now we got a downhill look at our birdie here. Try and fill these greens. A little tricky so far. Trying to really feel these tap-ins for our pars, make it a little easier to score. Should come down to the left just a bit. Actually stayed up there. Better distance control than some of the other putts here. And this is more the range that we want to be at for the par putts on like 10. All right, so a 2-putt, relatively an easy one. Good to have those par putts instead of the 6-7 footers, especially at courses you don't know. It's very hard to score that way. So a par here at the 11th, a bogey at the 1st, and we're going to remain at 1 over par for the day here today at Reunion. All right, guys, so a good par there at the 11th, good 2-putt, good tee shot. Trying to replicate that here now at the 12th. Another cool tee ball. Not sure how much you're gonna be able to see on camera. Got a lot of stuff to cover here in the front. I'm trying to just take this thing up the right side and give us a good look in for our approach shot. 412 is the distance here at the 12th. So that's actually just a draw up the left side. And she'll leave us in a good spot. So missed the start line again, just a little bit there. Probably want to keep that a little bit further up to the right. Looks like the fairway rather slopes down to the left. But we'll take that though. Really good swing, should have a mid-iron in at the 12th. So 132 left to the middle of this green, 140 though to the back. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little knockdown pitching wedge back there. I'm actually kind of between clubs. All of a sudden now it's feeling real downwind. 145 is probably gonna be more like 135. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the gap wedge. Doesn't look like you want to be long with this pin. So it's headed just left of it. See if it's a number. And just looks like just short of it. So I caught it a little bit heavy. But we're gonna have an uphill putt at our birdie, and I think better than being long here. I'm happy I hit the gap wedge and not the pitching wedge. Let's make a putt though. Get it back to even par here on the back. So I think that was the right club there with that gap wedge. Just caught it a little fat and didn't get it all the way back to that pin location. If you catch that pitching wedge too clean, I could see myself just going over the back and all of a sudden being short-sided. So obviously more than you'd want in this birdie putt, but a green regulation nonetheless. I'm trying to lag one close in there. Pretty relatively straightforward putt though. Might be able to steal a birdie. Just got to break a little bit for me. Keep working to the left. Keep working to the left. Oh, you got to hit it. Man. So I thought I gave that one plenty of pace. Really, really good line with a little bit more speed. That would have had a chance of going in, but a couple feet left here now. Clean up our par. All right, so a 2-putt par at the 12th hole. Like I was saying back there, probably just a little bit fat on that gap wedge. Would have loved to throw that thing in close, get a chance for a birdie, and make up for that bogey on 10. But we're rolling here. Ball striking's getting there, and we're going to remain at 1 over par here at Reunion, back 9. Moving right along here, people. 443, par 4, 13th hole. I don't think there's going to be much visibility off the tee here for you guys. Got to carry over this swamp. And it looks like that fairway is going to be out over the right side of this, so Try and keep swinging this driver nice and confident. So a little bit of a drop kick there, but I'm gonna get lucky. Wind up coming off like a knuckleball, nice and straight. So, and by drop kick, I mean that I kind of just caught that ground a little bit too early on the downswing. So on the way down, something probably happened with the club face where this right shoulder just dropped a little bit too much. That's gonna cause my low point in my swing to be way back behind the ball, but able to get that thing squared up pretty good though. It's like an N1 in basketball for golf when you fight through the contact of the ground. So good ball there, and we'll try and take advantage. So a good break off that tee shot here at the 13th. Another fairway hit, which always makes my job a lot easier. Now we got 135 to this front pin location. Wind's blowing pretty good though. I'm gonna play this all at 150. I got a 9-iron in my hand. Good lie as well too. Ball just a little bit above my feet. So just gonna stay on the right side. I might actually even catch that trap. Not a good swing. Oh man, short of everything. So kind of foot slipped out there, way off balance swing, kind of finished that thing all sideways, and just pretend we didn't see that swing. Let's just keep it moving, get up and down. So just a little bit between clubs there. Florida wind is still confusing me a bit, and I just tried to do some funky stuff at impact there. Some last second adjustments was never gonna work out, and wound up missing the green probably about maybe 5 yards short or so. So tried to knock down that 9-iron, stood up out of it, left, went off balance, and now we still got some work here to do with the relatively short par 4, but let's get this thing up and down and save our par. So a little bit of a tough break here, guys. Wound up finding a divot here on the this collection area down here. Not the worst break. It's not quite sitting down. There's actually a much deeper part of the divot right up in front of it, which could have been more of an issue, but this thing's still gonna come off a little odd. I gotta really make sure to get this leading edge down underneath the golf ball. Obviously, since this ball's sitting down a little bit, it's gonna be lower than usual, which means that I gotta make even more effort to keep this leading edge nice and low through, but not quite sure how it's gonna react out of there, but just trying to commit to it either way. Yeah, so it came out kind of dead. Came out kind of dead out of it, but all right, we shall see. Got a par putt left now, coming back up the hill. Obviously more than you'd want there, but not the break you'd want to see. I'm definitely gonna fill that divot with some seed when we're done here, so that same thing doesn't happen to somebody else as well. It's coming up the hill a touch. Should come back to my left a little bit. Oh! Man. So obviously you can tell I wanted that one a little bit, probably a little bit too much speed on that putt. I thought I dropped it. I did not. And now, after one of the harsher lips that you'll see, all of a sudden I'm grinding over this one for a bogey. Oh, yeah. All right, so a good tee ball there. Put it right in the middle of the fairway, and actually got a break too after I kind of took a weird swing off that tee ball, a little downwind, and did not take advantage of it. Definitely a bad break. Obviously put it into the divot here, but when you have a 9-iron in your hand, you know, you shouldn't miss the green that short. So got to take accountability for that one. A bogey here at the par 4 13th hole. So the par 3 14th hole. This is a pretty one by the king here. Just like kind of little island green feel, just surrounded by a whole bunch of stuff. This would be a short, they're gonna call this one, design style. You should have a wedge in your hand, which I do. You got 130 to that left pin location, trying to throw something all over it. Just going just a little left of the hole. Let's see if it's the number. I think it's short. Oh man, Mike, what? Looks like a few inches away from the jar, I think. So it turned out to be a pretty good club. So the New York, first of all, the New York accent doesn't come out too often. People always tell me I sound like I'm from Florida or something, not from New York, especially Staten Island, from the city. I think after I hit that one, I gave it a good like, wah. All right, guys, so a solid one in here for our putt, couple feet left. Going back up this hill, should go a little bit to my right. Yes, sir. All right. So really nice to convert there on the par 3. Going right into, I don't even know if it was down, a little downwind there. Might have helped on that gap wedge. But a dart there off the tee. A 1 would have been nice. We'll take a 1 one of these times, but always settle for the 2. All right, guys, so par 4, 15th hole now, coming fresh off a birdie, which is always nice. Get one of those bogeys back that we made here on the backside. So back to 1 over par now. I'm trying to take a pretty good amount off this hole here. Big dog leg right. Trying to hit a high draw over the middle of it. Whew, yeah, that'll do it. So that one's hit hard and right over that middle big old palm tree. So that should be perfect. And try to make another birdie here. Keep it moving. All right, guys, so able to cut the corner really well there. That was probably the best tee ball of the day. Now we have 180 up the hill up into this par 5. So able to take a good chunk of that. Good aggressive angle. I got a 5 iron back up into the wind, up, way up the hill as well. Ah, caught it real thin. It's actually on a good line. Gonna be up just short of the green. So just a little short left of the green. Stood up on it just a touch through impact and got it just a groove low. Definitely could have been a good looking shot if I caught that a little bit more flush, more club than I thought. But trying to get up and down for this birdie, keep it going. So just a little short here of the par 5, 15th. I got definitely have visions of jarring this one. I'd love to make this thing for an eagle. Get us back to even par. Actually, I'm sorry, we're at 1 over for the day now, so that would get us under par and eagle. 1 over for the round after that last birdie. Try and make this one. So actually kind of dug that one a little bit. Anytime you dig it like that, you're gonna catch it relatively clean. Leading edge got way below it, so there's a ton of spin on that thing, and not the spot I wanted to land that one if I was gonna go ahead and do that. So not the chip that you'd want to see there. See if we can convert though. Really focus up here, back up the hill. It's got to come a little bit down to my left. Never got it up high enough. That thing was probably 2 cups left and did not hit it there. I actually tried to hit it firm, got grabbed just a little bit by that overseed. And not a good putt at all for that birdie. So disappointing par here, right from the front of the green on the par 5. But what are you gonna do? 1 over par for the day, 1 over par on the back 9. Let's try and get a couple more here down the stretch. 16, 17, 18 at the Palmer course. So just a little disappointing par there at the last. Gonna keep us at 1 over for the day. 4 bogeys on the card, 3 birdies, and looking at a tough one here. So dead into the wind at another par 3. Got 165 to the front edge. I'm gonna play it about 180. A little 6 iron. So high cut, just not the right starting line again. I'm gonna miss the green out to the right. So pin high, right at it. Just probably not the right ball flight for this hole, and just started a little bit too far to the right, but pretty good strike, and we'll try and get up and down, make our par here at 16. So right club, wrong way here. I kind of like that ball flight. I like playing the cut into that wind, but just got it up way too high, and never quite piercing enough to stay on line. And here we find ourselves. So I'm kind of going back and forth between the wedge and potentially putting this thing, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and hit the wedge just so I can take some of that initial slope out of this putt. Try and keep it up to the right. Should spin off that hill. All right, so pretty good one there. Try to keep it off that little bit of a bank that we had to the right of it. Spun left once it grabbed, which is good, but actually had just like a little bit of a slider left here. Good one there. Chip shot to get us here, and stay 1 over for the day. So good up and down there at the 16th to keep the momentum going. Short-sided chip, caught that one really good off that ridge. Said I was going to play it, so good to see that. Good to see that convert. So we're going to remain at 1 over par here on the day. Cool hole here, back down the hill, 399, so gettable. And we're going to try and place one just kind of right in that left side of that fairway. That's perfect. So going right down the middle, and a good swing on that one. So should have a wedge or something left into the 17th. So really good tee ball there. I actually thought the green was kind of more straight out. It's a dog leg to the left, and I just got lucky though when I'm not being behind this tree, which is good. So good tee ball there, trying to take advantage, make a birdie. Coming home down here in part 2. So right at it, let's see if it's the club. Might be a little bit short, cut a little heavy. Yeah, so just is gonna get on that front edge, but that's where the pin's at too, right in the front. So we'll have an uphill look at it. Just came a little bit steep on that thing, released the angle a little early, and caught it heavy, but really good miss though when you have uphill birdie putts. Let's try and convert. So definitely shorter than I would have wanted it here. I thought that pin was even a little further up, so we got a lot of left work here. A lot of work left here for the birdie. Great thing about this, kind of this top dressing we got on here, this little overseat, is the lines that you can see, which is fantastic. So looks like somebody missed a little low that way, which we won't want to do. Try and keep this thing up to the left of the cup. Steal a birdie here at 17. Come on now. So similar line as our boy here that I wasn't trying to follow. Didn't keep it quite out enough to the left of that cup and just missed a little low. Really good pace though. A 2-putt 4 here at 17. So just a touch disappointing with the wedge there in my hand to try and throw a dart in there at 17 to get us back to even par. But the beautiful thing about not doing that at 17 is that we have 18 to go now and do it. So let's make a birdie here coming down the stretch at Palmer spot. So our last hole of the day here today. Last hole of the day for our 18 holes. Last hole of the day for part 2 of the vlog here. 1 over par. We're even on the front 9, but 1 over par on the back 9. 2 bogeys and a birdie here on the back. And we'll try and finish out with 1 more here at the par 4. 420 from these back tees. And keep it going with the driver here. Good confidence swing right at the middle. And that'll do it. So right up the middle, and should be in position A here. Try and make a birdie. I'm actually not sure where that thing landed. I'm not sure if there's like a cross bunker or something up there. Might have went through the fairway, but that was about as straight as I can hit one. So no complaints. We'll see where it's at. So this was the drive of the day here today. Down the breeze, got this thing out here all of about 320, 325, and into this bunker that I did not even consider to be in play. So good and a bad thing. Good to know that the driver is in good shape, but we're also in this kind of weird bunker going straight up the hill. So we'll see what we can do though. Still only about 90 yards left going up the hill, and a little down breeze. Try a nice smooth swing at this 54 degree. A little back foot. It's just gonna be up on the green though. So it's actually a really good shot there to that back pin. A little down breeze, like I was saying, out of the fairway bunker, and got it all the way back here. So we have a birdie putt now. Looks like down this little bit of a side slope, breaking pretty hard to my right for trying to make this birdie at the last hole. So a decent look out of the fairway bunker here on the last hole. Just get dialed in. We have a tricky one though. So it's going to go down the hill, coming off a downslope from me, so it's got to work down to my right a bit. Looks like it straightens back up pretty good at the end though. So let me play about 2 cups or so outside. Oh man! So really judge the speed well on that one. Guess just not quite up high enough. But tap in par out of the fairway bunker at the last. That's 1 over par on the back 9, 1 over par on the day. We'll see you guys in the outro. So that'll do it for the video today, guys. 1 over par here at Arnie's spot at Reunion. The golf course was absolutely gorgeous. It was a perfect day, and nothing but good things to say. A really fun track too. If you're in the Orlando area, I'd highly recommend that you come check it out. And it was a beautiful day. Really good one. So 1 over par, even on the front 9, 1 over on the back 9, 4 bogeys, 3 birdies, and all around pretty good day here. So happy with how I played. Hopefully you guys liked the video today. If you did, it'd be in the world if you left a like, a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the video, what you want to see in future videos, and we'll see you next time. 1 over par, Reunion, Arnie spot. Thanks for watching.